All right, so the first one that we're going to start with, this one's called a sway test. This is the most basic and the easiest one to master. This is the one that I highly, highly, highly recommend. Like, I can't emphasize enough, you guys. This is the one I recommend that you practice with, because once you build up that confidence in listening to your body and getting an answer back and not just going, okay, was that me? Was that my body? Am I just guessing? I don't know. This is the one that's going to help you build up that confidence. Okay. So this is how you do a sway test. Now I'm going to turn to the side just so that you guys can see my body physically moving, but you don't have to turn sideways. Okay. So what I'm doing is I am looking for a response, and I'm going to set up the intention, because intention is very important with muscle testing. I'm going to set up the intention that a yes or a positive response is me going forwards, and a negative or a no response is me going backwards. Okay, so that is my intention that I'm setting up right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here and I'm going to just simple, and you guys can totally practice this with me. You can stand up and do this right now with me. And I'm going to say, first I'm going to start with yes. Okay, so my body leans forward. No. And my body goes backwards. Okay. If you want to try something, just the next step up, you can say, obviously fill in your name, don't use mine. My name is Courtney. And my body goes forward because that is my name. Now, if I say my name is Mary, my body goes backwards. That was a fast backwards because that is not my name. And you can do this and practice this, and say your name, see which way your body goes, and say a different name and go the opposite way. Now, not everybody is going to respond with a forward or backwards response. Without getting into all the little nitty gritty, it's because the energy within your body isn't flowing the way that it's supposed to. Okay. It's not a huge big deal right now. That's okay. So for some of you, you may go side to side. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Even though you've set up the intention of going forwards and backwards, maybe you say your name and you go to one side. That's fine. Okay. So if you go one way and then maybe you go the opposite way for the no. So maybe this is a positive, this is a negative. That's okay, because you're still communicating with your body. Even if it's not the standard, my energy is flowing the correct way, forwards and backwards, it's still communicating with your body. And practicing this is actually going to be very beneficial, because then you'll be able to find out why you're not going forwards and backwards. Okay, some of you might go forwards for a yes and sideways for a no. It happens. Now, again, without really getting into it, a lot of the times, sometimes we can't get a yes or we can't get a no. So maybe you're muscle testing and you're like, my name is Courtney, and I go forward, yes. And if I say my name is Bob, like planting my feet because my body's wanting to sway backwards, and I don't go anywhere. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I know I got a yes. I felt that. I know there was something different there because I felt that going forward. And so you try it again. You're like, yep, nope, definitely fell forward. There's definitely response there, but you don't go backwards. It could be the other way around too. Maybe you say my name is Bob and you go backwards, and you say my name is Courtney and you don't go forward. It's like, wait a minute, something's off. Okay. So most of the time what it is you have this energetic wall blocking you. Either blocking you from hearing a yes or blocking you from hearing a no. And what happens with that is sometimes we have these things that happen in our life where it's hard for us to hear yes, or it's hard for us to hear no, or something is just stopping us from hearing a yes or a no. And it's not just with muscle testing, it's with, just all sorts of different things in life. This will affect multiple areas of your life. So if you find that you're struggling with getting one of those and you're like, oh crap, I probably have a wall up, look around your life and see, what do you struggle with hearing a yes? Is it in relationships? Is it with work? Is it with yourself? Okay. Same with no. So look around and see what is going on in your life. And what I really highly recommend doing if you're struggling with that is either one, reach out to whoever you see for energy work. If you're not seeing anyone, you can check out our practitioners on movemyblocks.com, or you can reach out to me also, okay? And they can, find out what's going on, maybe take that wall down so that you can start muscle testing and really start practicing. Or two, grab a piece of paper and a pen. Guys, journaling is amazing. I cannot even begin to tell you how much you can release and move and discover through journaling. And if you don't like the word journaling, use the word writing. And if you don't like the word writing, then use a brain dump, okay? That's what I use with a lot of my clients. You just grab a sheet of paper and you write whatever comes into your mind for the topic of why can't I get a no? Or why can't I get a yes? And you're just gonna write and write and write. It doesn't matter. It could be one word, it could be 10 words, it could be sentences, paragraphs, a scribble, a picture. It's okay. It doesn't matter what it is. You just put it on that paper. And after you've done that, kind of look over that paper. What did you put down? See if there's anything you need to write about, take that topic and move it out to something else and write on. And then try muscle testing again. Try the sway test. Stand up, say your name, and see which way you go. My name is Courtney. Yeah, I was thinking Courtney in my head, so I already started moving. That's with intention, and we'll talk about that in one of the sections coming up. My name is Bob, and I'm going backwards. Now, a couple other things with this. So one big thing that you need to understand is some people will stand there for a good 20 seconds. It feels like forever, okay? You're standing there and you're like, all right, I got this. You're like, my name is Courtney. And you stand there. And you're like, what's going on? And then you very slowly start moving. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. This is a new thing. You're just figuring this out. Another thing that can be really helpful or beneficial is have somebody else there with you to watch you from the side. Because sometimes you'll say, my name is Courtney, and you'll just go, and you'll barely move forward and you'll catch yourself and go back. Because we're not used to allowing ourselves to fall forward or fall backwards. Now, you're not going to fall so much that you fall to the ground and get hurt. That it's not that big of a push. But it is all of a sudden your body's leaning, and you're just leaning a direction, okay? Give into it. It's okay. And same with the backwards. Because when you start to go backwards, you'll start to see that you only have to go a little bit, and you're like, oh, yep, got it. It's just enough to put pressure on the back of your heels, and you lean yourself forward again. If you're going all the way back and falling, it's not going to happen, okay? That's not a typical response. Now, on the other extreme, some of you may stand there like, okay, I don't know if this is going to work. We'll see. Okay, my name is Courtney. Whoa. And you really fall. That's okay too. Again, you'll learn to figure out how to just gently move forward, gently move backwards, so that you understand the answers that you're getting without a big, violent movement forwards or backwards, okay? This just takes practice. It really does. But the sway test is the easiest because it's harder to doubt yourself when you feel yourself moving one way or another. And remember, guys, it's okay if you're going side to side, or if you're going front for one, side for another, or if you're going front for one and you're not getting an answer going the other way at all, anywhere, okay? Keep working, keep practicing this, because the more you practice, the better you're going to get at it, and the more you're going to start trusting yourself. So let's dive into a little bit of other ways that you can muscle test. You ready?